Hi, I'm Dr. Kathleen Hartford, and thank you so much for joining me today with the video blog. What we want to talk about today is a pretty advanced concept that a lot of you may have already touched base on. But I think it's so important that we start to talk about energy and what energy really is, and then how we express that energy in the world. If you look at a corpse, what has happened? Somebody was alive 1 second, suddenly they're gone. If you weigh that corpse before death and after death, they weigh the same, right? But what left? I mean, whatever, the most important element obviously has left. And it's that energy that I want to address, not so much from a spiritual perspective today, and we can talk about that in another vlog, but really more about on a usage perspective. In other words, obviously there's a very important energy that left that body at the time of death. And so if we look at that energy and if we decide that's our energy, if we understand that that comes from somewhere, it's almost like electricity. So electricity really comes out of the wall. None of us really know electricity very intimately. We know that it works, but we plug something in. If we plug a toaster in, then that electricity is expressed as a toaster. If we plug an air conditioner in, and we've all needed that this summer, then that energy is expressed as an air conditioner. If we plug our computer in, then that energy is expressed for further communication. So when we understand that energy is just the source, okay, that's the source, it's raw, it's just available for whatever it is we want to plug in, then we start to get a concept of, well, gee, if that's man-made energy, which, man doesn't make the greatest things in the world, we're learning, we're evolving, but really look at that. If that's man-made energy, then what is this incredible energy that runs our body? It made us, it maintains us, it keeps us striving for health every day of our life. What is that energy about? And if we have that kind of powerful energy that can run every cell, tissue, and organ in our body, that can take a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and make it eye tissue, that can create a complete human being within 9 months, and we don't really have to do anything. I mean, you're not thinking, well, I think the baby's going to need a little more to make liver tissue today. You don't think about that, or really creating that nervous system. So, what foods should I take for that? We're not thinking about that. We don't have to. In fact, in very impoverished nations, babies are born every day. So this, what we call in chiropractic innate intelligence, or this internal wisdom that runs us, is all powerful, much more powerful than the electrical energy coming out of our wall that we plug into. But if we keep that same concept, if we look at that internal energy and we say, how do we want to express that today? That's what we get to determine. So the question is, how do you want to express that today? In other words, you have all this electrical energy. You have this energy that you then can think a thought and manifest something physical in the world. Like I thought a thought this morning, well, I think I'll do a vlog on energy. Okay, and now I got out my computer, which I had to charge via man-made electrical system, and then my internal electrical system is talking to you. So I had a thought, and now I'm manifesting it into something somewhat tangible. I mean, it is a video, will be on the internet, but it's somewhat tangible and man-made. So that's what you get to determine every day. But you get to determine it in every area of your life. During our retreats, we look at the 9 areas that create your life, whether it's education, career, family, personal growth, whatever it might be. We look at those, and then we look at how happy we are, how content we are in those areas. Because here's the deal, energy is energy. There are days that you have low energy. That there are days that you're thinking, I'm going to call them low energy thoughts. In other words, you're just in a funk. And then you have these other days you feel like you can take on the world, and you're having these high energy thoughts. So when we understand that there's this, sort of scale of, let's just say 1 to 10 with how we are in our life, if we start to examine those very important areas in our life, then we can start to see where we have power to change it. And so that's one of the sort of the tools that we utilize in the retreats. But what I want you to look at today is, what choices do you want to make today? What thought do you want to think? What choices do you then want to make from those thoughts? And then what do you want to create in your world? So if we're looking at weight loss, you're going to have a thought of, I'm hungry. I really want to eat something. And then you get to determine which physical food you're going to eat. That physical food will go into your body, it'll be metabolized, and then it's going to give you a physical expression. If you eat food that creates weight gain, it's going to give you the physical expression of obesity. If you eat food that creates optimum health, it's going to give you the physical expression of healthy cells. So that's just in the food department. It's the same whenever we're thinking thoughts about our life. If we're thinking chronically negative thoughts about our life versus empowering action thoughts, like how can we change something? You know what? I just did my scale 1 to 10 in my career. I'm really not happy. I'm at like a 3. I'm making some money. I can pay my bills, but I really don't feel fulfilled. All right, so what action steps can we take to get you from a 3 to a 10? So those are the power places that you have. So we now know that we have this energy, that we then take that energy, we express it through our physical form, that all physical form begins with the thought. So now what I want you to take away today is, what thoughts am I thinking? Are they serving me? Or could I invite myself to think a higher thought? So hold on to that. Think about your expression. Think about how you're taking this energy, how you're manifesting it in the physical world. And we'll talk more about this in our upcoming vlogs. Again, I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I have so much to thank you for. Most of you are my patients, so I want to thank you for allowing me to participate as your healthcare provider. And for those of you who are in other countries and other cities, I want to thank you for visiting my vlog and allowing me again to just give you some thoughts. All right? Remember, they're my thoughts. I put my thoughts in the physical world, and then you decide, do you want to do anything with them? There's no right or wrong. I don't expect you to. I don't need you to. But you decide whether or not it's something that maybe you want to take forward and expand a little bit and explore a little bit more in your life. So if you would like more information, this kind of information, or weight loss information or health information, go to my website, drhartford.com, again, drhartford.com, and see if any of it resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, click out. If it does resonate with you, let me know. And I appreciate the feedback I've been getting. I love it when people say, I want more vlogs. So, because I enjoy doing them, because that's my expression, But if it's something that you would like to hear more about, whether it's a health condition or anything else, please feel free to contact me. Let me know, and I'll do my best to get you the information you desire. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.